We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Exit City Issue 2. This is from Mad Cave Studios, written by Mark London, art and cover by Karl Mostert, colors by David Barron, letters by Dave Sharpe, edited by Chris Fernandez. Cover's okay, although the woman's head looks kind of weird. I would not have purchased the book based on this cover alone. So while McCormick is trying to work out exactly what happened, it turns out there was a second murder, and it's not that far from the first one. Now, while they are investigating what caused the deaths here, and it looks like the victim may have worked for the governor. Now, the chief shows up to tell these two that they are off the case and that it is going to be handled by someone from the mainland. They argue that why would the governor be telling the chief to have them drop this? He doesn't have authority over that. But this is an island full of rich, powerful people and not part of any particular country per se, so they can kind of do things on their own. McCormick and Miller, however, decide to keep working the case in their spare time in secret, and they go to this sleazy bar where they can be unobserved. McCormick doesn't want to break any rules per se or any laws, so he and Miller have to part ways temporarily at least while she does some shady stuff. She calls in an old contact who happened to be in the area and has some connections to Black Ops, and we learn some pretty sketchy secrets about McCormick while Miller is trying to figure out what this weird symbol means. Well, the symbol means no dimension, which means it's kind of off the books. They go to an elaborate way to say that, but it's an off the books kill team that does things in the shadows without any kind of official authorization or recognition. And unfortunately, McCormick may have found himself in a bad situation following a lead, and how this ties into the governor is probably going to be revealed. But we learned a lot of dark secrets about McCormick here, so things are definitely escalating. Overall, the story is really good. I really like that quite a bit. The art looks really rough at times. It's a very particular style that looks very, very indie and is incredibly sketchy at times. Facial lines when people are grinning or something like that often look really creepy, and at times people's eyes look downright uncanny valley. The artist seems to need to work on facial positioning, so when someone's head is turned, their face looks a little off-center and at times almost alien. So that definitely needs to be worked on. The backgrounds look fine, but facial structure definitely is a weak point, and body proportions occasionally are too. So I don't particularly care for the art that much. It's serviceable for an indie book from a company like Mad Cave, but it's not the greatest, and I don't really like it that much. At times it kind of pulls you out of the story. But the story is good, so I am going to pick up the next issue and see how it goes. So that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.